with Brown Bag Bets, powered by BETSPERTS, who are your daily dose of quick hit handicapping and sports betting picks. I'm Alex Christenson, and I think you heard him already. Andy, how's it going?
You know, it's decent. We're hitting midweek here. Didn't lose a damn soccer game yesterday. Easy winners, easy over 4 goals, easy under 1 goal. Maybe I'm just a totals guy. I've been getting too cute by half. Denmark to nil. What was that? Like just Denmark spread, Denmark team total, Denmark to win, Denmark anything. Like that was too cute. Then the both teams to score instead of just the Netherlands are going to score a bunch. So we're getting back to the Euro basics. That's what we're going to do here. I'm fine with that. I didn't bet a bunch yesterday. We did get the Clippers. Like that was just a Monday, me and Drew talking, where whenever I look at the game and I talk to somebody like you or Drew or somebody else and say, like, here's my thoughts on a game. And they're like, oh yeah, I agree with that. And it's like, oh, okay, good, because you actually know what you're doing and you're modeling NBA. So then I end up betting those. So Clippers plus the points because Drew liked it tonight. I'll probably never really in doubt at the end. I mean, it was a 5-point game there around for a bit, but I didn't actually stay up and watch it. I didn't see the ending. I saw it this morning. But yeah, I just watched for that. So, yeah, really cool ending. Awesome. Obviously, the Clippers got the Jazz right where they want them. Excuse me, the Suns.
Well, the Suns, but yeah, more or less.
Yeah, I have PTSD from losing. It was
a nice Freudian slip. We'll see. I mean,
got them right where they want them.
2 close games for them. Game 1 felt like a pretty solid win for the Suns, despite how close it was. That did feel like the Clippers kind of gacked a win there, even before the Paul George missed free throws and things like that. Kudos to the Suns for getting 2 wins here without Chris Paul. That's huge for them. So as much as the Clippers have looked good, if Chris Paul is back for Game 3 or Game 4 in Los Angeles, It feels like we're coming back to Phoenix at 3-1 or worse. So the Clippers are really going to have to dig deep and find something different. But we'll see. They love going down 0-2 so far. We'll see how they can do without Kawhi.
Yeah, have not won a game now 0-6 in Game 1s and 2s. But are in the conference finals. So, no Kawhi, CP3 coming back, really tall hill. I don't think any of that's obvious predictive in a sample size like that, but we'll see. It. I guess I hope for like 6 games, just so we can have a good, decent series before we get to the NBA finals. But I don't know.
I just don't want it to be done too quick to screw up my Vegas trip. If I get there, there's not any finals games because these are over in 4 games. I'll be pissed.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, we'll get there. So, Hawks Bucks. This was not supposed to be Hawks Bucks. This is supposed to be Nets Sixers, but here we are. Sorry. I don't know if anybody's brought it up, but the Sixers bottled the series. The Nets series was good, but again, some injuries there was not easy on them. Hawks plus 7.5. This is another one that I said with Drew on Monday that I said I'll probably just take the points. I'm probably going to sprinkle a little money line. Like the go back to March Madness, and I did some articles about why you should use a risk-free bet on a big underdog like this. Just I don't want to get into the math because we do a 20-minute show, and I'm not going to do that right now. But if you want to go back, I might repost those. Just some of the math behind why it's more plus EV to bet a bigger underdog, like Hawks money line. That's a really good free bet spot right there. Plus 275, a team that can shoot themselves into any game. If Trey's rested and healthy, they're certainly in this. But yeah, Hawks plus 7.5 is kind of a lean for me. I don't really do NBA plays. I'm not betting these for much. It's more just recreational stuff for me. Did you look and have anything on this one at all?
Yeah, I played the under 226 here. Like that number quite a bit. I have this closer to 222, 223 myself. Don't disagree with the Hawks look. I think this will be a close game. I think it will be pretty slow, but I think I'm just going to be playing a lot of unders in this series. Any number that's 225 or higher, maybe 224 or higher, I'm going to be going to bat on under there in some way. These are games as I'm watching them live. If the totals tick up, if we come out and we see a hot first quarter, a hot start to the first half, good shooting numbers, I'm going to be loading up on live unders. So I just expect this series to get really tight at the end of games as I look at the defensive matchups, what Atlanta can do with John Collins, whether it be put him on Giannis or kind of do what they did last series. And instead of guarding Embiid, they put him on Tobias Harris, who he shut down. So maybe you take Collins, put him on Middleton, something like that, try to shut him down and eliminate another scorer. Atlanta is a very long team. McMillan has done a good job of switching and making sure that he always has a solid defensive lineup on the floor. On the other side of the coin, Milwaukee presents basically all the challenges that Philadelphia did in the last round. Giannis is out there protecting in the rim, similar, not as well, but pretty close to what Joel Embiid can do. Some of the perimeter defenders are pretty good there for Milwaukee. I'm curious to see what they do in terms of Drew Holiday or Chris Middleton taking the Trae Young role and kind of how everything, fades back that way. And I haven't even mentioned PJ Tucker. I'm curious to see what they do with him. Does he end up getting Clint Capella so that he can be involved in those pick and rolls with Trae Young? Or do they try to, say, put him on Collins and maybe do a cross match, something like that? But overall, I just think these two teams have a lot of answers for the questions that the offenses are going to ask each other. It's just going to be a great under series. So I'm just going to start loading up. 226 is fine. 225 is okay. But that's what I've got so far.
I might parlay the under and the dog. Semi-correlated parlay. No one's ever going to stop you from doing a same game like side and total parlay. So I might put a little tickle on that as well. I like the under look there. Hopefully we start with an under full. And yeah, some notes in the chat there. Somebody said 20 minutes for the last minute. It was legit. It came out this morning. It was 33 minutes of real time for the last 2 minutes a game. That sucks. Like that's maybe one of the reasons I do hate the NBA and maybe basketball in general. It's like I looked up. Sometimes I do that when I'm watching a game and it's late and it's close, and I look down and I see those icons on the score bug, and it's like, oh my God, they both have 3 timeouts left. This is gonna suck. Like nothing makes me happier than seeing teams with no timeouts left. Like, let's go. Let's just get it done.
It would be nice if they could find a way to do the timeouts without a TV break, like under 2 minutes, all timeouts are 30 seconds or something. Just find a way, because that's what kills you. You have the timeout, and then you go to break for 3 or 4 commercials, and then you come back and have that other bullshit commercial while they're doing the intro. And we're back here, presented by blah. You got to watch all that stupid crap. That's really what gets you. So hopefully they can find out a way to either limit the time of the timeouts and keep that TV crap from going on. But yeah, it's nothing is longer than the last minute of an NBA game. That is the longest minute in the world.
It's awful. So, well, hopefully that's not an issue for us tonight. If it's just talks by like 15, I don't know. Like I said yesterday, Euros went well. Easy over winner. The XG in that first half was pretty funny in the Scotland game. Like those weren't great looks. It just was a couple of nice shots, made it through. And the England, I had the under in England. Got pretty nervous. That was the first goal yesterday. And it was just crickets from there on out. Nothing like a beautiful 1-0 win and an under. Like I said, gonna just go with the gut, kind of keep it simple, stupid, not get too wild with these. Spain's XG over the tournament has been stupid. They should have 5-6 goals ready. They've scored 1. They're actually sitting out of it right now. If the tournament started right now, if they were awful tough for them to lose this game, but like a draw does not guarantee them getting in. They'd only have 3 points with an even goal differential. Some other teams could still slip ahead of them in the 3rd place spot. So a win would be pretty big here. And they are it just feels like a team that's just ready to pop and score 3 or 4. Because like they've had a lot of good looks, just can't get finishes. Poor Murata. It's just a couple guys that just can't finish. One of them in the chat right now. How you doing, Kyle? But it feels like they're ready to pop off for 2 or 3 here. So if I get one from Slovakia, that'd be great. Actually played the alt total here with over 3. The regular total is like a 2.75. I sold a quarter goal, got up to 3 plus 117. I just want to maybe just split, make a few bucks, take some plus money and just get the split. I did the same thing with Poland, Sweden. Yeah. I sold that down a quarter goal to under 2 plus 122.
1-0-1.
Yeah, I think Poland right now also kind of in a desperation spot. They only have 1 point. They almost would. They certainly do need a win. 2 points isn't getting you through. They need a win versus Sweden. Sweden's played well. Sweden has 4 points with only 1 goal. Sweden hasn't scored in open play. I think they only have a PK goal. So really, Poland scored twice. Sweden scored once between 2 games betwixt them. I'm not worried about this staying under, I guess. And really, if Sweden's smart, they're sitting in the catbird spot. They have 4 points in their spot in their group. Obviously, they could be passed up by Slovakia. They could be passed up by Spain. But really, a nice draw or an easy 1-0 win gets you through here. Just mark Lewandowski. Don't let him do anything wild. Keep him under control. It's like when a team only has 1 player, just take care of him. Don't let him kill you. So Mark Lewandowski with a couple guys or whatever soccer people do to neutralize one major threat and get through with like a 1-0 win here. Honestly, a draw would be great.
Yeah, whatever soccer people do.
5 points for Sweden. That'd be a great result for them. So these are my picks for the early games. These start in about 20 minutes. The afternoon games start later. I will have some looks on those. I'll post them on Twitter. So hopefully, hot streak. We're running a hot streak right now.
I'll be honest, what soccer people do. That could be a really good side podcast for like the World Cup or something. Hi, we don't bet soccer. This is what soccer people do.
Yeah, pretty much. We haven't mentioned hockey a lot, but I've kind of been paying attention here just because I know some Lightning fans. I don't have any takes on this. I'm just going to let you know that next 2 nights we'll have elimination games. In fact, we could have 4 nights of elimination games if the Islanders and the Vegas Knights get things done here in game 6s. So Lightning beat the ever-living shit out of the Islanders last time out. The total here is 5.5. This was the one that, remember, Brink said play the under. It's going to be like 2-1 in overtime. So it's a juicy under. I might have to look at a 5, I guess. Maybe just under 5 alt total. I don't like paying that much. Also, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about with hockey. So I won't be betting the side here. Maybe a tickle on the total just because somebody told me to. But yeah, let's go Islanders. Get me a game 7. Maybe we'll have someone talk about the finals once we get to it. I think early next week we'll probably be starting the Stanley Cup finals. It'd be worth talking about. Get someone who knows what the hell they're doing on it. And yeah, tomorrow.
I'm excited. I love the Stanley Cup finals. I need Tampa Bay. Let's go.
Tampa. Oh yeah, you have Tampa Bay futures. I guess I'll cheer for them. I am still going to cheer for a game 7, but I'll cheer for Lightning in 7. Let's go.
All right, I'll take that. That's pretty good.
Travelers starts tomorrow. If you watched, I shot a 50-7 last night. It took a birdie putt on 18.
Suck it, Furyk.
Get it done. Suck it, Furyk. We got her done. I had some. It was funny. We had some agreement, Pam and I, last night, but we also independently came up with a top Canadian bet for our nationality bets that were not the same. So we're head to head in the top, and we could both lose. There's 6 Canadians. We picked some top Canadians, and they both can lose. So, yeah, go check that out. It's on the YouTube channel. If you're following it on YouTube, the BETSPERTS media account said they're taking the Islanders plus 7.5 tonight. Yeah, parlay that with the Hawks 7.5 if you want. First round matchups, though, I did have a few. This might be it. I haven't fully solidified the card. I might add 1 or 2, but these were the early looks that I liked right away. Dylan Fratelli, constant fade for Andy. Patton Kazire, somebody I've backed for the last few weeks. I'm going to have to lay a stroke with him, a half stroke rather. So this is one that loses on a push if they tie, but I'm getting plus 111. Doug Gim, I hate to fade Tom Hoagie. He's my guy, Pride of Fargo. TCU's all finest, but Doug Gim, someone I'm backing. Doug Gim, inside joke with the golf chat. I didn't know what he looked like until I actually watched him a little the other time when I bet on him. Taylor Gooch over Zach Johnson. Zach Johnson disappointing last week, and Gooch is somebody I've backed a few ways. And then Matt Wolf over Kevin Nod made no sense. Wolf has had some issues, but boy, he played pretty good in a tough tournament, and Kevin Nod is somebody I've bet. I've bet against a few different ways. So getting Matty Wolf in a single round at plus 113 here feels pretty good. So those are my 4 daily matchups to start. I'll have everything out in blog form this afternoon. I just thought of that. I got to finish the blog up. So all my outrights, all my props, all my head-to-heads, all the matchups, it will be posted on the BETSPERTS content site. I'll tweet that out when I'm finished with it, like mid-afternoon. It'll be before supper for sure.
I can dig it.
Coco Gauff played 3 sets this morning. I don't know if you saw. Weird.
It's a good news, bad news day on that front, Andy.
Yeah.
It was good news. We got her over. Nothing better than Coco Gauff over. So, but she was defeated, so we don't get a chance to do it again. Everything else went pretty well for us. We did lose our Andreescu over, but everything else in pretty good shape. Got a little CLV all around, which is nice. Unfortunately, don't have a ton of picks for you guys right now. I'll be sure to put as many as I can in the BETSPERTS app as they pop up. You can find me there. Alex Christenson, no space. Andy, of course, just Andy. All those matches are being played right now. And the ones that have completed this morning, I guess with all the tennis going on in terms of Wimbledon and things like that, books are a little slow to get things up. So unfortunately, I only have just the one for now. And this one starts actually pretty soon. I believe this one starts in the next 30, 45 minutes or so. Astra Sharma playing Kristina Kukova, 21 here. Just, looks like they hung a quick number and just did a bad job. This should be 21 and a half. Cheap 22 probably. Honestly, I expect this match to be very long given the hold rates here I'm expecting from both women. Again, I have this match. I would hang a cheap 22, honestly. We're on grass here. That's why we're seeing such big numbers here, but really like the over. And again, this one starts shortly. Anything else, again, be sure to put out on the BETSPERTS app or tweet out. Again, you can find me on Twitter at _noops. You can see there on the screen, but get those out as much as I can. Unfortunately, it's nice, Andy. Got up, watched some tennis this morning, going to do the show, go right into some soccer. But for the purposes of this, it's a little tough to cover everything. So just the one for now. And again, this starts pretty shortly. Sharma Kukova. So apologies if you listen to the podcast later and you missed out.
Yeah, that's a good call. I got to get ESPN Plus up on the other computer here. Make sure I can get my soccer rolling for later. I left it on all day the other day. Ended up watching like a rerun of an old boxing match just because it just kept rolling, whatever ESPN channel it was. So I'll probably do that again today. It would happen because I had a deep dive and I stayed here all damn day. Deep dive tonight, special guest Logan Matthews talking some soccer modeling. We'll probably touch on a little. I have a basketball modeling question for him just because I think he can approach it pretty quickly as well. Special win bet sign up bonus giveaway. Probably announce that tonight. Check that out on Deep Dive. We'll talk about it here tomorrow too once I have some graphics to show you. But yeah, there will be a new giveaway, a summer. I can't give away hoodies in the damn summer.
Oh, why not?
It's too hot. Unless you live way up north. But
But
we will have a summer giveaway. So anybody who can sign up should sign up. All you have to do is sign up. You get a risk-free bet up to $500. Tennessee, Indiana, Virginia now available. All the links are in the pinned tweet at BrownBagBets. Be sure to rate, review, subscribe, like, retweet, all that jazz. If you're in the YouTube channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll check you tomorrow.